That's the first time you've seen that one, ain't it, Alan?
No, I saw it. I saw it yesterday when you done the truck at the truck show.
Okay. Yeah, Michael Shelton did that up. I thought he did a great job. Hey guys, welcome tonight. There's a lot of people live right now. You know, we didn't get to do our live last night because of the truck show and just logistical things getting away and stuff. But we're doing it tonight. I know there's a lot of people doing lives right now. I did post it earlier today. I don't know if anybody else did, but I did. But it is what it is. We'll go with it. We'll get started here in just a bit. Let me read some comments. Joan is trying to pop in. He's having some usual technical difficulties. The same Jonah technical difficulties that he always has. But as you can see, we got Chris. We got Alan in the house. Nick might pop in a little later. I never got a text from him, but he says he was probably going to come on. And as always, my lovely bride is on here. Hello, my handsome rabbit and fly fellas. Thank you, baby, for coming in, as always. James Soul's in the house. Good evening, fellas. Michael Shepard's in the house. Hey, Michael. Glad to have you in, buddy. And Trey is in the house. Hey, guys. Finally back at work. Got a cold out of nowhere. Well, hopefully, guys, we're done with this cold weather stuff. You know, I'm hoping. So, yeah, Chris does look a little serious tonight. We were talking kind of backstage about not going to go into a whole lot of details, but we had some crazy situations this past week that very interesting. We were talking about a certain. I'm looking at my neck, man. I'm losing all this weight, and I'm starting to get this turkey neck now. Still losing weight, but it is what it is. So I met this guy at the truck show, Gary. Hey guys, nice to meet you all the other day at the truck show. Gary, it's always nice to meet you, buddy. But I love those Jeeps in your avatar, man. That's pretty cool stuff. But yeah, it was very nice meeting you and your son, and I'm assuming that was his sister. I don't know for sure what her relationship was, but it was nice meeting you guys. I'm glad we can always meet. You're one of about 20 fellow drivers that I got to meet this past weekend. I got to meet T-Bone and T-Bone. I can't remember T-Bone's buddy. If T-Bone, if you're on here, let me know who your other buddy is. I'm curious. Got E-Dog on here. How's everyone doing? We're doing good. And E-Dog, is that your brother-in-law, Alan?
No, no.
E-Dog, no. You must be. I might be wrong here, but you must be my last student's friend, Giovanti's. Let me know if that's you, E-Dog. I'm curious. Yeah, Florida Chris. Hey, buddy, my Pinellas County deputy friend. How are you? And yes, Alex is my daughter, which is his sister. Okay, awesome. Yeah, I didn't know that for sure, but I was pretty sure on that. But got to meet a lot of you guys at the truck show. We got a lot to talk about tonight, and a lot of it's going to be truck show. Some of it's going to be percentage board. You know, just there's Jonah. Is Jonah coming in or what? Jonah added to the state. There we go. I didn't have a lot of good luck with the load board last week. And of course, everybody wants to text me now that I'm on the live. Let's see.
You good down there, Jonah?
So what?
You good now?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
All right. So I didn't have a lot of good luck with the load board last week, and I'm not gonna, it's not that. Well, let's put it this way. I still took home about $1,300, but my problem was I was trying to get home before the truck show to get some things. I've got my new T-Mobile internet router and some other stuff for the truck that I was trying to get home. It just didn't work out. I had to take some other loads that I didn't really want to take, and I kind of waited to the last minute to take stuff. My fuel bill was outrageous last week. I think what happened is, guys, and I don't know if you guys did too, but my fuel bill was like $2,300 last week, and I think I got tagged with one of them like $400 or $500 from a previous week bill or previous week fuel, and that's why.
Happened to me.
Yeah, it happens every once in a while. Look at poor Jonah, man. He's froze up again. No, there he is. Okay.
What?
I let you froze up again. Boy, you would have loved your face with that you froze up with last time. We talked about it, but I'm not going to say it on here, man. It was fun. We'll tell you after the show. But, yeah, the load board wasn't good to me last week at all. Actually, it wasn't the load board. It was the fuel. I picked decent loads. I mean, I still averaged, with the loads that I took, like 2-something a mile. What about you guys? How did you guys do?
Last week I spent a lot less on fuel. I spent about $800 on fuel. $900 on fuel.
That's what happens when you get grounded or by safety because of not having a camera in your truck, right?
Nope. That's me filling up at the beginning of the week and not filling up again.
Oh man, what about you?
And I didn't get grounded.
What about you, Chris?
Weekend.
I don't know what I did for fuel, but I only did like 1,000 miles loaded, but I still took home around, I think it was like 700, even though it was a crappy week because of trying to get to the truck show and other things. And I also had to get my window fixed that Friday, so that's why it slowed me down that week too.
What about you, Jonah?
So it was an all right week last week. I did pretty good. I think I had like 2,200 miles for the week.
Yeah, that's about where I was about 2,100.
Yeah, I had about 22.
I was at 16
for the week.
What are they doing out here?
So let's put that in perspective, okay? As a gross thing, I was at 2,100 and I grossed 4,975. Let me figure out what that is a mile before expenses. I think that was a pretty good week, honestly. So 4,975, divide that by 2,100. I mean, that's $2.36 a mile. That's what I did last week. That was, that's not including any deadhead. That's just, and I didn't have a whole lot of deadhead. I had probably less than 150 miles deadhead last week on all the loads that I had. So, I mean, with the deadhead, maybe 220 a mile, 2.25 maybe. I thought that was pretty good, but it's just the fuel bill. The IFTA tax came out. I ended up paying $300 in IFTA last week, which was crazy. It was kind of a weird week, to be honest with you. So Richard Whitaker says, hello, James and crew. Hey, Richard, how are you? Richard, I think you're one of mine that, yeah, you just did your physical. I thought you were one of my guys that I was waiting on the drug screen to come back. You should be good to go. If I remember correctly, let me see here. I think I got you on my list here. Actually, you're not on my list, but I think you did your drug test and everything like Wednesday or Thursday last week. So you should be good to go here this week, I would imagine. So E-Dog says, it's not me. I just found your show not too long ago. Well, E-Dog, we're always glad to have you in. We appreciate it. It's always good to have you in. James So says, well, I haven't done too bad on the load board. Yeah, I haven't done too bad either. And it's not the load board. And, my wife just texted me about the fuel. I had one fuel that was $500 or $600. I don't remember what it was that popped in on this week. And it was unfortunate. That really absolutely had nothing to do. I still did more. I made more money doing load board than what I would as a mileage rate guys. I think you guys are in the same boat too, right? Even with the fuel up and the prices that it is, we're still doing better doing this than what we did. It's unfortunate that just think when fuel goes back down, how much money we're going to be making, honestly. And the rates are adjusting accordingly too, I think. Agree? Anybody agree? Disagree?
Yeah, I agree. Yep. I just want to see what's going to happen on April the 1st with everybody coming on. If we don't have enough loads for everybody.
Buddy, there's only like 1,400 of us to begin with. And you heard the executives saying they're going to put like 50,000 loads on that load board eventually too. So,
yeah.
Jody, you good, man? You quiet tonight?
Yeah, I'm good.
You just tired like all of us?
I'm trying to. Yeah, I ain't really tired. It's just more like my feet and legs was hurt.
That's with
All
me and
that
Nick
walking.
too. Yep. All that walking. Yeah. Me and Nick
I,
had the
I,
same
I
time.
got to tell you, I think we walked, I don't know, 4 or 5 miles over the weekend, dude.
I was gonna
I mean,
say every day we walked probably about a good mile. Yep.
yeah,
Yeah, 'cause I think I had like 12,000 steps or so one day and 14 one day.
yeah, we did some walking. I mean, I think we did at least a mile every single day.
Yeah, Alan, it's
Probably about
pretty.
2 miles.
That Coliseum is pretty big to get around.
I say so.
So I'm going to read these comments, but I'm going to tell you guys right now. Anybody on here like Matt Rife? And I know you guys know that I went. So I went to Matt Rife. Was it last night? Yeah, it was last night.
Yep.
I didn't think he was all that funny. I thought he sucked. Have you all know who he is?
Yep.
Yeah.
You know
No.
who he is, Jonah? Yeah. I didn't. I mean,
Yeah, I know he is. I was seeing.
he's got some Netflix specials. I didn't find him very funny at all. I thought the first two comedians were funny. There was a black guy from South Carolina, like your area, Jonah, that was on there. That man, that son bitch was funny as shit, man. Everything he said was funny. A little bit of a bigger guy. I wish I could remember his name. Patrice something. I can't remember what his name is, but and then there was a heavyset white guy that looked like a lesbian, but he was married with kids. I don't know. He just had that lesbian look about him for some reason. But man, that guy was funny too. But the first guy, the black guy, man, he was hilarious. But Matt Rife sucked. Absolutely sucked. Justin Truckin, hello, buddy. How are you? Now, I didn't get a chance to talk to Grind and Gears. Every time that I only saw him one time. And the one time that I saw him, he was passing my truck, and he was with all of his friends, and they were shooting live videos. And TJ Bull of the Woods in the house. Hey, buddy. Glad to have you in. Man, I've been having to run 45 miles an hour with these fuel prices. You know, it's funny that you said that. I've actually, and guys, I challenge you all, slow your trucks down to 60, 65 and see the difference in your trucks. I got 37,000 pounds right now. It's Starbucks coffee, but McDonald's coffee. And guys, I was getting 11.4 miles a gallon here in Ohio. 11.4 miles a gallon, just driving 60 miles an hour, guys. It's crazy. You guys still hauling ass everywhere, or are y'all slowing it down?
I'm still hauling ass.
I still slow it down. I slow it down a little bit.
I slow down tremendously, man. It's
so
much
65, 70.
Yeah.
Something.
I do
So
68.
You guys are hauling ass. Hey, I'm glad you guys can afford it.
Thank Jonah for. Oh no, he did for you.
There we go. I have basically been shut down for the past week and a half. My truck breaking. Well, that sucks, E-Dog. I'm sorry, man. Go get you a loaner truck. You can get a loaner truck.
I'll say, is he company or owner operator?
Yeah, are you a company driver? The avatar shows a company truck. Michael Shepard said he did 1,500 miles, 1,300 in fuel, grossed 4,600, took 2,100 home. Yeah, that's pretty daggone good, and I'm gonna get there too. I got stuck up into the to the northeast, and that's why I got hit with that IFTA really high. I'm getting out of that area and coming down to the south. But James Sella had good numbers too. He did 2,200 miles with empties, and I'm at 3,800 for the week. Mind you, I've only been on the board since Thursday. That's pretty good, guys. That's really good. Sounds good. I'll keep you informed. Have my insurance lined up with Steven already, ready to go to work. Richard Whitaker, that's something else we're going to talk about here real soon, too. And also, Michael Shepard, I know you got SeBrite. We're going to talk about something here in just a minute. Big Chop says, I miss Whip. I didn't pick up a load. I'm sure they're not letting me come back. Big Chop, I have no idea, no control over that. I believe you're another one of my guys on my list. Clue me in who you are. E-Dog says, I'm a company and my driver leader doesn't want to take another truck without a driver. Looks bad on his numbers. Take on another truck without a driver. You know what? It is what it is. There ain't a whole lot you can do about it. I mean, you need to have a working vehicle. I don't know where that would make any difference on his numbers, anyways. That's kind of weird. Well, you can always go to Detroit and get one of our driver leaders. They'd love to have you up there. We don't have that problem.
But doesn't he get breakdown pay?
Yeah,
Like, is it daily?
$100 a day.
Yeah, $100 a day. That ain't nothing. I don't even know if the company drivers might make less than what we do. Who knows? All right, so learn a lot this weekend. We'll get into the percentage board again here in a little bit, but learn a lot of this weekend about insurance and how things work and stuff, and talking to some of the guys. There were some good things and there were some bad things that happened this weekend, and I don't want to go into all the drama and stuff with different things that were going on, but my guy Steven and his crew were working on getting some truck insurance for you guys. That was one of the biggest things, because their big billboard, their big sign that they had was your truck has insurance, why don't you? Basically, like health insurance and life insurance and all that stuff. Well, the comment I made was, why don't you guys get into truck insurance? And Steven's comment has always been that he didn't think that it would be lucrative enough for them to start a business with that. Well, one of his business partners is very interested in doing it. He is going to start working on it here this week. And if he can make the numbers work and everything good, we might have our own little source of truck insurance coming up real soon. And not only we might have some truck insurance, but we might be able to leave the ATBS people and have some tax services too, because that was one of the big things that I talked to him about. Is I've always getting questions about people wanting somebody to do trucker taxes. So I'm working on both of those. I'll keep you guys updated as time goes on. That was the first thing that Alan asked me, what's the cost? I'm well, don't know yet. We just started talking about it. Something's got to be figured out. Jonah, is that a Georgia Bulldog barking at you?
No, that's
no.
That's at my Loves where I'm at. There's a truck nearby.
James, you still work with Tampa International? No, sir. No, sir. They I honestly don't know what happened to that relationship. When I had issues with my truck, he's honking. Who's that?
People are driving by each other, cutting people off around here. Some of these people don't know how to park.
So, Trey, I don't know what happened to that relationship. I asked for a little assistance. Texted the guy several times. He, for whatever reason, refused to call me back. And when I say assistance, just some advice maybe, or maybe something at their shop, or, it's not that I was looking for anything free at all, but I was just looking for some advice. But they just, not only me, but all of us that bought trucks from them, they shut us all out for some reason. Don't really, and I gave them, 4 months to contact me and let's get things together. But yeah, they're not on my bad list. Hey, if they get that truck insurance, I'm interested. Yeah, I'm going to keep you guys informed. And again, I don't have any idea what the cost. I mean, again, guys, it might be more expensive, and if it is, then it ain't going to be worth it for us. I've already told him that he needs to beat the price of what we're paying now. There's some issues with the SeBrite that I discovered this past week, and I'm not talking trash about SeBrite, but there are some issues that you guys probably need to know about. And the guys that have the $250 deductible, well, that $250 deductible isn't $250 until after your second year. Your first year, it's $1,000. Again, I'm not saying, not talking trash, but to me, that's just kind of, I don't want to call it shady, but it's kind of, they should have told us that. I'm sure it's in the contract. I absolutely 100% agree that it's probably in the contract. But it just seems like that would be something that would be brought up at the very beginning, in my opinion. Again, working on it. There's that Georgia Bulldog again. Jonah, how's that Clemson doing, buddy? You're not saying much tonight. Yeah, no shit, man. You are down and out, man. I know you're just tired.
I got a little headache. I just got a little headache. That's all.
Oh man, I got to tell you, my feet are fucking swollen too, man. Just from walking, and I don't have feet issues at all, but um, that's probably the most walking that I've done in probably a couple of years. I didn't even walk that much last year at the truck show when I went. Maybe you should say something bad about Ohio State on the live. Hi from Lancaster Terminal. Hey, OTR with one. You remember, you're a NASCAR guy, Jonah. You remember when Juan Pablo Montoya blew up the air dryer at Daytona that year?
I ain't see that.
It
I
was
wore a
about
drag racing.
2013
in the car.
2013 was the big comment was back in the day, how many NASCAR drivers does it take to blow up the air dryer at Daytona? Just one. Yeah, nobody laughed. I guess you guys didn't get it. Michael Shepard said, "Go Bucks." Sound miracle. That was a great to see Mr. Duffy show up. Yeah, he was literally, his booth was, or the stage was literally, I don't know, what, 30 feet from us or so. We could, we could hear it.
Yep.
Dion, I owe you a phone conversation, buddy, but I just been so busy the last. I'll try to get with you later. Carlos says, my back and feet are really sore from the truck show. Phil, I walk more miles than driving. Yeah, that was it was pretty spread out, guys. I'll tell you that. Was that a Matt Rife joke? No, that wasn't a Matt Rife joke. That was the memes going around years ago. God, if that would have been a Matt Rife joke, he would have been about 15 with that joke when that happened, because he literally just turned 30. He said at the show last night. But I didn't find him funny at all. So let me tell you what he did. The one thing that he did do, he did get and tried to roast a few people in the crowd, and he found this 18-year-old boy with his mom, and the mom had a T-shirt on that says "I love hot dads," and he started racking on that. Says, "Why does your mom have a T-shirt on like that?" And the kid's like, just doing this kind of thing. And then finally he says, "Well, where's your dad at?" He said, "My dad's dead." He's like, "Oh, okay. Well, I'm sorry that your dad's dead, but your mom's got a T-shirt on that says I love hot dads." He's okay. Well, how long did your dad die? Day before yesterday. He's like, "And you're at this show and your dad just died,
Wow.
and the mom's got a T-shirt on?" You're like, well, it was complicated, type of thing. You're like, okay, well, that makes no sense. And he kept bragging on him, and it was funny, but it wasn't funny. And you could tell that he kind of put a spit in the mouth every time he go a little deeper with something. It would, and the kid looked like he was about ready to bust out crying. Again, I don't know if this was a part of the show, if it was real. I think it was real. It appeared to be real. But at the end of the little roast or whatever, he said, "Guys," talking to his mom and the kids, says, "Where are you all from?" And they said, "Arkansas." He says, "Do you guys realize that I'm going to be in Arkansas in 2 months?" And they're like, "Yeah, we realize we're gonna buy tickets to go to that show too." He said, "You know what? Don't even worry about it. I got your tickets. You can bring as many people as you want to." He said, "No, just 2 people, just me and her." So he gave them tickets to the show, and they said, "See him after the show, to his people after the show," and he was going to give them tickets. But it was very strange. Like I said, it was very weird. Just wanted to say thank you guys, James, for all your help and all the people you guys have put out here. Thanks again, guys. James, that's what I like to hear, and I appreciate it. I mean, all of us, we work real hard to try to do what we do. I wish Nick would come in here. Actually, Nick's texting me right now. Let me see what he says. Okay, so Nick's getting unloaded. He won't be on tonight. So we got, looks like UConn beat Duke. Wow, can you believe that? UConn beat Duke. Mr. Nick is going to get an APU put on his truck. So all you guys that want information about APU, we found a good, I think a reasonable deal. It's a brand new APU. It's not the normal brands that you think. What's really nice about it is the condenser and the fan is actually built into the unit, so you don't have to drill a hole in the back of your sleeper cab to put the condenser and the fan in. So it's kind of an interesting unit. I don't want to give the name out yet, but we're going to do a video on it when Nick gets his APU installed, because I plan on doing the same thing in the near future, and I think the other guys here want to do it too, with the exception of the red-headed bearded man down at the bottom, because he's got an EPU on his truck.
I still want it.
You still want one?
Hell
Okay.
yeah, I do.
All right. No, I'm not going to go into the drama. It's kind of drama through the Swift circle. Do they have cash advances on the owner-operator side?
Yes.
Yes.
Mhm.
Every week. You sure can. RJ Trucking LLC. I've never seen you on here. Glad to have you in. Believe it or not, guys, we got a big crew in here tonight. We're at 45. Trey says, yeah, let me know. I'm going to go ahead and get that EPU. Yeah, Trey, you want to call me tomorrow, man? I'll give you all the information. I just don't want to put it out here yet. I just want to make sure everything goes well with Nick's deal. I believe that it's going to. See, Cash is King is going to go live in 30 minutes, too. Everybody's going live tonight. Rig Pig says, another good stream, guys. Thank you. Appreciate it, man. We really do. So we got a lot of things in the work. I know Jonah made contact with the company that he wants to bring on, but he's going to try the product out first. Don't want to go into a whole lot of details about it. I think every one of us made a contact. I've got several things that I'm looking at, that I'm working on, besides the APU and the taxes and the truck insurance. So gets closer to time. Give us a few weeks, and we'll get some stuff going. Yeah, I've been watching you for a while. I've been putting I'm putting my 2 weeks in and heading to El Paso to get my truck. Well, hopefully you put my name down as a referral. That would be nice if you did. Sounds like the same APU that Hurricane Express uses. They're great. Believe it or not, there's about 5 or 6 APUs that do that put the condenser on there like that. I've never heard of this APU until we went to the show this past week. That's one of the reasons why I liked them, and they're several $1,000s cheaper than the usual units that you see. Now, I'm not going to lie to you; they're still pricey, but they're several thousand. They're not quite half price, but they're almost half price. James So says, hey, I was in Columbus last night, checked out the new 27 Kenworth, 27 Peterbilts. They haven't changed much in either one, guys. Yeah, I'm here tonight, and that's kind of what I'm going to walk over and look at after the show. I was going to do it before the show, but I'm here also, and I was going to go look at the new trucks that are over there. There's a bunch of them.
Hey, don't forget that you can also powder coat the APUs.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You can powder coat the APUs to match the paint color. At least they'll get them as close as they can.
Yep.
Joan has already decided he's going to go with the Panther pink when he gets his.
Oh, hey, I know mine gonna be blue when I get mine.
Trey says, saw a 26 Volvo get towed into Lancaster Yard Friday. Shaking my head. Yeah, I agree. I got to tell you, Michael Pierre, Green APU, I agree with you, but I mean, it's quite a bit more money than this unit that we're looking at. This unit we're looking at, all the parts you can buy at a Napa. I mean, everything, the belts, the hoses, the filters, everything can be bought at a Napa, and it's very inexpensive to rebuild. What was the motor they put in it? Do you remember? Either one?
He didn't say.
I can't remember, but he didn't say it. I don't know what kind of motor it was, but
Yeah.
he said you get all the oil and everything for like $50.
Yeah, Perkins is what it is. It's got a Perkins motor in it. Jonah got to get garnet and black APU. There you go.
So I ain't.
Garnet and black. I don't know, man. You might do the Clemson colors, won't you?
Nah, probably blue. I'm a Clemson fan, but I mean, hey, blue or either burgundy is my favorite color.
So Some Miracle says, actually, yo, that's the same company. They work great, and you can paint them the color of your truck. Jonah going to Clemson orange. Actually, I'm going back and forth between just bright red and orange. I think I'm gonna do the orange. I don't want it to match the yellow. I think I'm gonna do the orange. You can buy green APU parts anywhere also. Yeah, I know that, but the problem is it's like $7,000 or $8,000 more. And also, what was the warranty like? 4 years?
4 years. 4 years for the motor and 2 years for the AC parts, I think.
Yeah,
I have the booklet here. Hold on.
And it has a warranty on the hours too, like what, 10,000 hours or 8,000 hours or some shit. It's got a great warranty with it.
It's 4 years, 6,000 hours on the engine, or 2 years, 2,000 hours on AC components. And it only burns 0.15 GPH an hour.
So that's the other thing too, Michael Pierre. It only burns that much. With the green APU and all the other ones, they burn about a half a gallon an hour.
How much is it burn?
It burn like a gallon. It burn like he said it equals up to like a gallon within like a 10-hour period. Like if you take a 10-hour break, it burn like a gallon.
Yeah,
0.15 GPH.
Yeah, like he said, 10 hours about a gallon. That's crazy, is what that is. I mean, you APU one night, it'll cost you at these fuel prices what, $5 or so a night.
$5,
yeah. Speaking of fuel, and I don't know if you guys watch Cash is King or not, but he put out a video. Fuel's supposed to go down like 42 cents tonight after midnight. I don't know if you all saw that or not.
Well, we'll see if that really comes true.
I'll be up driving. I'll let y'all know.
But you don't have to worry about calling me. I'll find out in the morning myself.
I
I don't call you.
I don't believe it's going to go down that quick. Yeah, I paid $4.75 in Dayton, Ohio, at the QT.
That's funny. That's funny. Michael Shepard says GPH. That's girls per hour. You're sounding like that Bonnie Blue, buddy. You know who Bonnie Blue is, don't you? That's that TikToker that slept with like 4,000 men in one day or some shit. She did that competition. Yeah, I know. Girls per hour. How many Bonnie Blues per hour? That's crazy. Unknown Butt Munch. Hey, guys, what a great name. I currently do Flatbed Regional, looking to come over to Swift. Do you have to go with a trainer when you do lease purchase?
Nope.
No,
I don't.
But has he done flatbed before?
Yeah, there's a lot of questions there, buddy. Let's figure out where you're at, and if you're doing Flatbed Regional now. So with you doing regional, it depends on how many states you go into, and that's going to be a Michelle question. Yeah, that's going to be a Michelle question. Honestly, I don't know that answer.
What do you want? He tried to come. I mean, if he got recent experience, I don't think he need.
Trainer. He won't
need no trainer. They might give him a little test. When you go out there and do flatbed, if you come in on the flatbed side, but if he comes into the drive-in side, he don't need no trainer.
Well, you don't know because he was regional. With him being regional, it depends on how many states he's driven in. You know, regional.
Yeah.
Because that's going to be a Michelle question there.
Yeah. That part gonna be Michelle question.
Yeah. I bet she surpassed her warranty. Yeah, buddy, she went way past her warranty. Knowing you, Michael Shepard, that's right down your alley, buddy. Alan, you're quiet tonight, man. You all good?
Yeah, just thinking.
What's out there to be thinking about? Look at that blue sky behind you, man. It's gorgeous.
Yeah. I gotta call them up my load in the morning. I'm supposed to deliver my load tomorrow afternoon, and then they gonna send me a message after I get all the way to West Virginia. Somebody bring it to the yard, bring it the grill to the yard. So like, man, I got to drive another 100 miles out the way.
Don't you get more pay for that?
Because I'm going to call them tomorrow and find out.
So
I
the
mean,
They
load
want me to pass the place. Y'all want me to pass the place and bring it to the yard.
so you're talking about the Tractor Supply load?
No, the load I got, the home good load I had got.
They don't want you to deliver it now?
No, they changed the appointment on it to Tuesday.
Oh.
To Tuesday afternoon. And really I can be there in the morning. Really, I'm 200 miles away from the place. Like 240 miles away from the place.
Well, I'd be making sure I got my full pay for that one.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna call him in the morning.
You have to talk to what's her name or somebody. ROC.
So, Alan, it won't be a complete night without you picking up your phone and doing the walk around while you're talking to us. Okay.
Yeah, I ain't doing that.
James says that you got it for $4.58 there in Columbus at the terminal. Yeah, you know what? I wish I would have known that and looked that up because I think I paid $4.77 this morning. I would have never made it all the way to Columbus, anyways. Flying
I put
Patties
up last week for $4.88 in South Carolina.
Y'all well thank me up a donut and a cup of coffee, okay? So when I was in Kentucky this morning, I was looking at cheap fuel prices. There's a Circle K that had a sign that said $3.77 a gallon. I'm like, there's absolutely no way that's right because everything else, the cheapest was like, well, $4.77 because that's what I got. And went by it was $4.95, not $3.77. Because if it was $3.77, I was going to top up whatever I had left. Michael Shepard says it's cloudy here in LaGrange, Georgia. It's kind of cloudy here too, but the weather it's actually like in the 60s in Columbus right now.
It's 87 here in San Antonio.
Wow. All right, Jono, how cold is it where you're at?
So it's hot where I'm at. I had the AC on.
Good. Bet you don't know what movie that's from. Y'all think me a cup of. I don't know. Dion. You gotta have to tell me. I'm usually pretty good at that crap. My brain is fried right now with all the input and all the things we did this past week. Guys, when I tell you there was a little bit of drama this week, there was a lot of drama this week. Not between us, but between another character. And again, not a YouTuber, nothing like that. It's been a very stressful week for all of us, except for Alan. Alan wasn't there. Alan was celebrating his anniversary. Oh, wait a minute.
No, I was not. Coming up.
Where are you guys able to experience how the AC would blow? How cold the AC? Where are you guys able to experience how cold the AC would blow? I don't understand that question.
Yeah, what do you mean by that?
Trey says, I'm on a Home Depot store load. I hope they don't change it on me. Yeah, I don't mind doing the store loads like that as long as they don't change. Wish I could see $3 something at the pump. LOL, I live in Texas. It's almost $5 a gallon. Yeah, Texas and Oklahoma was always the cheapest places to get fuel. In Arkansas. But
behind me is at $4.95 at the quick queue.
Who?
$4.95 at the quick queue.
I know who.
Huh?
Where did you say where?
Quick, whatever. The diesel.
What state is that at?
Oh, I said San Antonio.
Oh, you didn't say that at first. I was trying to figure out where you were talking about.
Yeah. Right behind the pilot.
James So says, kind of sounds like the one I'm picking up in Cowpens tomorrow. It doesn't deliver till Wednesday in Brownstown, Michigan. Yeah, I'm not, guys, I'm looking at all these loads that look really, really good. And then I'm looking at these dates and they got like one of them I was looking at the other day you can pick it up now, anytime from now to like the 1st, but it doesn't deliver to the 10th. Who in their right mind is going to take that load and sit on it for 9 days unless you're going home or something? I don't understand why they're, customer service needs to get involved in that. I mean, figure out if it's, 400 to 500 miles, it can be delivered the next day. If it's
same day,
800 to 1,000 miles, then it'd be the next day.
What it is, they shipping stuff out the warehouse and they ain't got they ain't got no dock space, so they load in on the trailer for storage, using their storage. That's what that is.
You're right, Saw Miracle, The Fugitive, Tommy Lee Jones. I still like the comment that he made to Robert Downey Jr. in the U.S. Marshals or whatever it was called. Says, get rid of that chrome-plated sissy shit and get you a Glock. Remember that line, guys? Guess not. Nobody remembers it. I like that movie, The Fugitive. By the way, that train that crashed in The Fugitive, that actual train and all that damage is still in South Carolina or North Carolina, wherever that was filmed at. You can go on YouTube and Google or YouTube that and find it. There's been several people go out there to that crash site. Did y'all meet Ike from Bonehead Truckers? Well, our little drama person did.
I saw him too.
We didn't go up and see it. It's 65 here in Gaffney, South Carolina. I bet that person's watching tonight too. You know that?
Probably so. I wouldn't care.
T-Bone, I was just trying to figure out who was your partner that was with you yesterday when I met you guys. I can't remember his name. Some Miracle says, yeah, I've been seeing lots of loads with big window dates. Totally remember that line from the Marshals. Yeah, that was a very good show, man.
The load I picked up, well, Gintley picked up, it's a Walmart load. It's supposed to already be there, but they had nobody pick it up. I'm like, well, I'll take it. It's at the yard in San Antonio.
James says, QT in Gaffney, South Carolina, got it for $5.09. Wow. This is, I don't know about you guys, man, but when this calms down with this fuel shit, I think all of us are going to be doing very well. I mean, we're doing pretty decent right now, but I think everybody's going to be doing a whole lot better once this fuel shit goes back down to normal. I mean, realistically, guys, do we really need to have fuel that's more than $3 a gallon? I mean, honestly, I think $3 is where it needs to be.
Mm-hmm.
$2.95, $2.50 to $3. Here's a name I haven't seen in a while, Anime Demon. Well, didn't join Swift. They needed me to get something signed at the last second from a prime doctor. Well, that sucks. All right. Sorry about that, bud. Does the Opti Idle work well? I know Swift doesn't have APUs. It's hard to keep comfortable at night. So I don't really have a good answer for that yet because we really haven't hit the hot months yet. So if you turn the Opti Idle or the Kenworth calls theirs something different, it's just stop start or whatever. But if you turn the AC all the way down, it's going to fire your truck up and it's going to stay running all the time, basically. It's just like having your AC on. We're working on options for APUs too, by the way. Not through Swift, just us personal.
Now the Opti Idle I have, the Freightliner, I'll have it on and I'll get cold and I'll have to turn the thermostat, turn the knob, turn it up. Then it gets too hot, then you got to turn the knob down. So it's not really to me, it's not really
it's not a good option, really.
Yeah. It's okay, but the problem is if you could set it on like an APU to like 74, it'll stay at 74, hopefully.
Tell us about I'm not going to get into it. I'd be more than happy to tell you over the phone, Dion. Anime Demon. So went to CRST to learn flatbed. Guess I'll see how that goes. Man, I hope it goes well for you. I honestly, I haven't heard a whole lot of good stories out of CRST, but
I thought they closed.
I thought they were closing some of the stuff down. That's what I thought too.
No, they're still doing some things. They're closing down the logistics side or something. I don't remember what they're doing.
I would have gone to TMC or what's the other one? Melton.
Yeah.
TMC got a good flatbed school.
Trucking with Blues, the AP you're talking about. Once again, we're not gonna. I don't want to put it out there yet, but once we get all the information and Nick gets his put on, we're gonna go through it completely. Unknown Butt Bunch. I love that name. I run as far west as Alabama and Tennessee and as far north as Ohio and Pennsylvania. I'm used to delivering early if I want since it's flatbed. Anime and I had the same experience when I applied for Swift. Okay. What company are you working for, Butt Munch? I'm just going to call you Butt Munch because it's shorter. Unknown Butt Munch. Only the expedited. Yeah, okay, so that's what he's saying. The expedited size was closed. TMC, the Maverick cheerleaders. You know where TMC, the rumor has you know where TMC came from, right? The name TMC? Y'all know it?
Mm-mm.
Too much chrome.
There
was definitely a lot of chrome at the truck show.
Yeah.
There was so much chrome at the truck show, I'm blind.
Mm-hmm. Especially on Thursday when the sun was out and it was 82 degrees, and it was a beautiful day.
So, I got to tell you what was really cool was when I pulled the truck out of the Coliseum yesterday. And I didn't know they did this, but at 6 o'clock they made the announcement. You know, all trucks can go out and stuff. And actually it was 4 o'clock when they made the announcement. All you guys can, all the people could go to the ring road and sit out there and camp out and watch all the trucks leave, from the inside the Coliseum, the show trucks and all that. I thought, well, that's kind of cool. And then as I drove around, sure enough, man, there was people everywhere wanting you to honk the horn. And, and of course,
Yeah.
I wasn't the first truck out, but I was probably one of the first set of trucks out. And it was actually kind of cool doing that, honestly. Little kids are out there wanting you to honk their horns, doing their fists.
Yeah, they got me a couple times.
Did they get
They
you
kept riding through the parking lot. They kept riding through the parking lot wanting people to blow their horns.
Yep.
It almost the little kids out there almost, if they would have had the little kids, if they would have had beers, they would have looked like Alan sitting out there just doing this, wanting you to blow the horn.
Yeah, there would be cars coming in the parking lot where we parked at, like, constantly taking pictures of different trucks, and then they'd be trying to get you to blow the horn.
They got my truck on one of them Facebook pages. I forgot which one it was. They got the side of my truck on one of them.
Joe would be like, "You taking a picture of my truck?" And he's like, "I can."
You know what's so funny is today as I was driving, I stopped 3 different times. Of course, I stopped and took a nap this morning because I was beat tired because I only got like maybe an hour of sleep last night. And went to 3 different truck stops. Well, I went to the first truck stop this morning. Nice truck, man. I really like that logo. The colors is great. And then, later when I woke up, went to the next truck stop and went in to use the restroom. Same thing. Had 2 or 3 people admiring the trucks. A nice truck. And then the last place where I topped off the fuel, lady working at the 1-9 came in there in Ohio and said, "Hey, I really like your truck." So, trucks getting noticed. You guys got to get your all's trucks decaled.
Yep.
Anime Demon says, got me a Volvo 860 with the APU. They cover all the maintenance, truck, $5.99 a week, and use any load board. That's pretty good. Anime Demon. What year is your Volvo? Anime Demon? So, and I'm gonna do a video about the load board again, but I got to tell you the truth, guys. Again, I don't know this. So you got a 22. Okay. I don't know this 100% for sure. And this kind of raised a lot of things. I know, Jonah, you went to the TEL booth, and a couple of us went to SFI. Didn't have a booth this year, but TEL did, and Lone Mountain did. And guys, I tell you, with the new truck options and the way they finance them and the way they do the leases and stuff, and the way our load board is, there's really no reason why you can't get one of those trucks with those high payments and bring it over here and still do pretty decently with it. I mean, don't you guys agree? I mean, honestly, like a SFI truck or a TEL truck. I mean, they're basically abbreviated and you pay them off a lot quicker than what we have. But I think you can make money there with that. Before doing the mileage rate, I don't think it made sense, but doing percentage, I think it does.
Well, I know that at Lone Mountain, I think I don't know about pricing now, but I knew that back in the day when Nina Roadrunner got hers, she was paying like I think a little over $3,000 a month.
It's like $200 a month.
So if you break that down, that's pretty much kind of like what we pay now, honestly.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly.
I don't know.
One big lump sum.
But that's a brand That's a brand new Kenworth, but I don't know what the prices of new Kenworth is now. That's what I'm saying. That's been like a year almost.
So it's about the same, honestly, because you think about it. Ours is right around 2,800 or so. Ours is 3,200. She's putting the 10K down. She's leasing it for 5 years, and the truck's hers. There's no balloon. Whereas we have the balloon, that's why our payments are cheaper. So and you do the math, and they're both within $10,000 of each other. Whether you do the Lone Mountain or whether you do ours, there's literally, I don't know which one's better or worse when it comes to that, but they're both about the same amount of money. However you look at it. Were you able to experience how cold the AC cold blow with the APU you're talking about? I don't need the name of the APU. No, but he gave us numbers.
Hold on,
20,000 BTUs compared to Go Green and the other the Carrier and the Thermo King was like 12,500 BTUs, and theirs is 20,000. So
20,000. Yep. Those
numbers are actually, that's about 33% more cold air blowing in that. I mean, shit, I'll give you guys the name of the company. It's EcoFleet is the name of the APU. I mean, it's not really that it's a big secret or anything. Anybody can go out here and look at it. But the gentleman that did it, and I don't know if he was the owner, the manager, or whatever he was, but they build them brand new there. I mean, all of them are brand new. They look very well constructed. I mean, do you guys have anything? I mean, more than what I'm saying about them? I mean, I thought they looked great, didn't you? The paint.
Oh yeah, they look good.
And then the EP2000 or whatever the symbol is on the side lights up at night. It's got a blue light that shows.
Yeah. You can change it in the color too.
Yep.
James Morris, what kind of truck are you guys running, and what's the fuel mileage like? We were actually talking backstage before the show came up. I'll let the guys tell theirs, but I got 37,000 in the box. I'm in Ohio and coming in through northern Kentucky and then, into Cincinnati with not really hills, but kind of hilly. I'm getting 11.4, man, which is crazy. But, I've slowed my speed down to, like I said, to about 60 miles an hour. Before, I would be in the mid to high nines. But since I slowed down, I'm getting another mile and a half or so per gallon more. What about you guys? I mean, what are you all seeing?
I get about 9. I got a Freightliner, 23 Freightliner Cascadian. I get about 9, 10. I just see up to 11 if I don't drive that fast, but we ride about 9 or 10.
I get 905, and I have the Volvo, and I do, even if I do 70, I still get 905 to 10.
So Anime Demon says new truck at loan is 32. Yeah, see 32.75, 32. Yeah, so that's about what she pays. I mean, it might be just a little bit more, but it's close. Did you guys go by the green APU booth and talk to those guys? I never saw them, and yeah, I know they're a bunch of good guys too. Roadrunner and Naya did a video on them, but I don't know. When he told me the 20,000 BTUs, that number really kind of stuck with me. I mean, like I said, that's about 30-something% more than what the other ones even come close to. And I don't even know what the green APU even blows. But again, it's all about dollars too. I mean, that damn thing, just to tell you guys up front, it's like 10 grand for the unit that we're looking at. Green APU, they're like $17,000 or $18,000. Once again, it's all about price. Tom says, I get about 8 miles per gallon at about 58 to 60. That's with me running my truck all night. Comfort mode isn't working. Yeah, I agree, man. That comfort mode, like right now, mine's set on, but it turned off. It says it's disabled. I didn't disable it. I've got a sensor. I actually met a mechanic at the show, and she told me that it's probably a sensor in the hood, and I got to get it to the terminal and have it replaced because it's all under warranty. Green is about 26,000 BTU. Okay, I'll have to look into it, but I mean, I don't need a meat locker, that's for sure. That $7,000-8,000 cheaper sounds like a good deal to me. My last fuel up with my 10-speed manual Cascadia was 9.7 with 30-day average of 9.5. That's pretty good flying, Patty. Honestly, that's really good. Green APU is about 13 to 14,000. I don't know if you've looked at them recently. Last one I saw, I'm trying to remember who put one on. Was it Riding with Kev that put one on? Who was it put one in? It was like $17,000. Y'all remember?
No,
I don't remember either.
the only one I saw, last one I saw was
Naya.
Naya, and then also Tim Gentry just got one put on too not so long ago.
Poke Chop says if you're getting the HP 2000, I heard they are junk. A buddy of mine had one and ripped it out and got a green APU. Okay. Whose numbers sound really good? I'm in Phoenix and it's 115 in the summertime. You know, we could go back and forth on the different APUs and, you know, all the different stuff, but it's just like, you know, who likes Cadillac, who likes Lincoln better, or who likes Mercedes? It's, you know. Okay, so Trucking with T-Bone just looked it up. It's $13,999 on the website now. Okay. Maybe I'll have to look into them. Well, I can tell you right now that Mr. Nick already put his down payment down on his. Yeah, mine's right around 9, and I'm doing Freightliner. Like, don't know those also.
So I guess he's gonna keep that Pete then. He's gonna pay it off.
Who, Nick?
Yeah.
He's going to complete the lease, but I don't think he's going to keep it. He's just going to get another new truck.
Will Swift let us do that if we put the APU on? And we
just got to get permission. You just got to let them know.
No.
I'm getting about 17.6 mile per gallon right now. That may not be true.
I was gonna say.
Oh, man, that's funny. That's funny. I've never been in a truck with an APU, always an EPU. I got to tell you the truth, midlife. I'm well okay with an EPU, and I even brought it up. I said, "Will Swift order a truck with an EPU if I paid for it?" And they said, "Absolutely not." That's what pissed me off. I would, me personally, I would just like to have a factory EPU. That's good enough for me. Actually, probably, definitely not true. I would be surprised if it is true, T-Bone.
You might have to reset it.
Huh?
You might have to reset it. You probably ain't resetting it. I don't know.
Reset what? What are we talking about?
I'm talking his miles per gallon when you fill up.
The trip thing.
Yeah, it's trip. Man.
He's just being silly. He's just being silly. Don't listen to him. 17.6 miles a gallon?
T-Bone's pickup truck.
Yeah.
He's only talking about his pickup truck.
You didn't get to meet T-Bone like I did at the show, man.
Yeah.
He's another one like Michael Shepard that has that dry sense of humor. You know, he goes on Charlie and Jeff's show all the time and makes funny comments. T-Bone's funny as shit. And here's Caslin. Nobody asked you, T-Bone, for your IQ. That's funny. Picture your truck as that cartoon school bus with the fly rabbit driving. Yeah, that's awesome, Tom. By the way, I got your yellow truck this morning, and I don't really get what you're trying to tell me on that yellow truck. You know, you send me some weird shit sometimes, but I don't get it, man. Other than it just being yellow. Okay, here we go. Who let Caslin in? Yeah, I hate that they don't give us an option to have an APU. Yeah. I would love to have a factory EPU. I will say that I've only time I've been in a truck with an APU was at K&B, and I was always at the Thermal King shop. Yeah, that's the one thing that scares me about the APUs. It's one of the reasons why we looked at the Eco Fleet, and I know Go Green's the same way too, where you can go to Napa and buy the parts and basically do all this shit yourself if you want to. Oh, man. 17 miles per gallon is like the first 10 miles. Yeah. It's like idling, maybe. My voice is still gone from the weekend, dude, from our little drama, man.
You must have a yelling match.
A mild one. Let's put it that way. You know, it's more interesting than seeing Haley's comment. Let's put it that way. Not my daughter, that is, but the Haley's comment. Or, you know, green cheese on the moon. More interesting than that. I mean, it was... If I told you, Alan, you wouldn't believe me. Seriously.
I probably wouldn't.
Right, guys? Some of the crap that was said, would it be that like that to you guys too? I mean, like, what? I mean, don't y'all agree?
Yep. That's why I made her leave.
Oh, Jesus.
There you go, man. You guys just figured it out. Jonah ain't got no problem with it.
I ain't
He don't care.
probably.
He might be getting a phone call in a little bit, but he'll be okay.
I ain't gonna be.
They ain't gonna call me. I know how to block the call.
I'm gonna be the last person that gets that phone call now. That yellow truck was the TikTok where it was a short bus. They use decals and picture yourself the driver. Okay, I'll have to look at it again. Grinding Gears is getting a green APU. Well, he's probably getting one. They're probably giving it to him because of the size of his channel. I'll take one too if they want to give me one. There is a trucking fleet out here whose trucks get 15 miles per gallon, fully loaded, 40,000 pounds. Wow.
What kind of motor is that?
Yeah, I'm curious if it's it might be that CNG. Those CNG trucks that I had at JB, not JB, but JJ Taylor back in the day, man, we were getting like in the 12s and 13s with CNG, and again, it's hard to measure CNG because you really don't know what the equivalent of a mile per gallon is. Trucking with T-Bone. I had tons of problems out of my tri-pack. The green has been solid. Had one issue and it handled under warranty within. So T-Bone, me and you might not. We might have to get in contact. I might have to get your contact with the green people. Flying Patty. Grounds are very important on the tri-pack TK. I ran one, the engine right on the frame of the truck to the stop. A whole bunch of faults. The carrier in the tri-pack, because you got to drill in the sleeper to put the condenser and the fan in. T-Bone, that was operator error. Those trucks getting that kind of mileage must be governed at 55 miles an hour and always go downhill with the wind. Yeah, it would be interesting. My mileage went down to 7.
That'd be prime.
7.5 from 9.8 with 43,000. And he claims it's a diesel. Okay. I'm curious what company that is.
It's Prime Inc. probably.
Yeah. They need to fix my APU, no AC. Okay. Oh, you have a carrier? Yeah, those are the ones that have the fan and the condenser in the back. Short bus is for the window licking slow kids. That's the bus that Alan rode on. Come on, Alan. You know it's all good fun.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have her on here anymore to do that too, so now you're it.
No, get Jonah.
Say what?
On point. He said what?
They downsped the Volvo trucks. His old 2012 got 12 mile per gallon fully loaded. That's pretty good, man, actually. Anime Demon, try crossing your fingers, see if that fixes the APU. That's funny, Trey. Nope, didn't work, sadly. That's kind of a wish. Come on, Alan, go take a walk, Alan. It wouldn't be the night if you didn't go take a walk with the phone, man.
I'm good.
We got to see you bouncing, man. Come on, do it. Come on, Tennessee lost tonight, so you got to get it done. Where'd you go, man? There you are. Come on, go for a walk. Are you getting a phone call? Speaking of window licking slow kids, welcome in, Castlin. Vlogger is the trucking fleet. So, T-Bone, who was with you? You never answered. Who was with you at the truck show that I met with you? Mellow Yellow, the Special Ed Express. Now, don't even start that. You spell Mellow Yellow wrong. Take out the W's. Mellow Yellow, the proper way, doesn't have W's on it. Speaking of which, Wes, how are you doing, man? It's been a couple days since we spoke. Alan ate too many brownies and having the reverse effects. All right, Alan, we're going to take you off then if you're not going to be on here. When you come back, we'll put you back. So what time y'all going to be rolling in the morning?
About 5. It'll be driving down to the terminal, so I'll probably leave here about 5. Get down to the terminal early so I can see can I get me another load.
What about
Shit,
you?
I only got to go an hour and a half, and can't deliver till 3, so I got plenty of time.
Yeah. My load that I have technically delivers Tuesday morning at 5 a.m., but I'm going to try and deliver it tomorrow. It's a live unload at a food place. And when I say food place, it's a McDonald's purveyor. It's
Oh,
Bro.
Martin Bowers.
Yeah, MB. Yep.
Yeah, Martin Bowers. Have y'all had luck with them in the past? By the way,
Which one you going to?
the one up in New York. It's Harriman, New York.
Oh, I ain't been to them. I've been to one in it's by my house, and that was a dropping hook.
Yeah, mine's a live unload 5 a.m. Tuesday morning.
I've been there. I was dropping hook when I went there.
I'm gonna try and get the thing off. I can explain the whole thing, but I'm not good at typing the whole thing out. Oh, Plogger's the trucking fleet. I got you. Trucking with T-Bone. I don't remember. We had a crew there. He would scatter and regroup, rinse and repeat. Okay. He was the guy that said he knew Narc. Remember we were talking about Narc?
Yeah.
So Wes says
there were the two guys you were talking to that was we had met, was the two guys.
Yeah, there was two guys that I met. T-Bone was one of them.
Okay.
So Wes says he's switching off the percentage because I can't do short hauls. They will drive me utterly insane. Too much effort for so little return. You going back to auto parts then, I guess? I mean, that might be my if I don't do much better, that might be my option too. But again, I don't think that it's anything that I'm doing wrong. It's just that I really don't know. My fuel was just outrageous last week, and I don't know why. I mean, $2,300 in fuel for 2,100 miles. That's just crazy. And again, I know I got that one added in, so there's $600 right there alone. So if you take that away, that's still $1,700 with the fuel prices going up. That just seems high to me. May have been day. That's exactly who it was. Day cab. That's exactly who it was day cab. T-Bone, you're the champion of the window lickers. We got to keep them clean. When you keep saying window lickers, it reminds me of Super Troopers. The schnozberries taste like the schnozberries. Flying Patty says, only doing a few short ones around Goodyear, Arizona this week. Load drive 4 miles for drop and hook and load at the same place. Okay. Not a bad deal. There we go. Caslin says, Wes, huh? That makes no sense. Yep, going back to auto. Yeah, we Caslin, he wasn't a big fan of going to the percentage board to begin with. It's not for everybody. And I understand what he's talking about. He's got I don't know. Some of us just don't like to do all the math and the stuff that goes with it. I get it. And, he ended up, and he's going to explain it here in just a second. So Trey says, get up in the morning and wait a half an hour for Memphis to open the gate. Okay. Oh, I got you. The Memphis, the Chrysler yard. Wes says, when I equaled out all the loads, it was only about $1.90 a mile. With the current fuel surcharge, it's like maybe 5% more, but I did significantly less miles. Yeah, I agree. $750 for 200 miles. Yeah, I mean there are some good loads. So Martin Bauer is good. The ones I've been to, only been to 2 of them in and out. Yeah, I'm hoping they take me not quite 24 hours early, but a good half a day early. That'd be nice because I'm going to start driving at about 2:30 in the morning, and I've got 573 miles to go, so I could be there, lunchtime tomorrow, maybe, sometime around that area. Hoping they'll take me. I can't get on the video with y'all for some reason. You're trying to go into an old link. Give me a second, James. I'll send you the link and you can come in, buddy. Every time we do a new live, it turns into a new link, James. If you want to come in, I'll be more than happy to send it to you here. Give me a second. Guys, I am just absolutely beat. There you go, James. I just sent it to you. Let's find out what the hell's going on with Alan. I hope I didn't hurt his feelings. I mean, seriously, I don't want anybody to be mad at me. Especially after all the drama we dealt with this weekend. The gate at the terminal. Okay, waiting for them to open them to leave.
Why do you gotta?
Yeah,
I know sometimes you hit the button, it takes forever. Even at the Atlanta one takes forever to get out too.
Yeah, all of them take forever sometimes.
So Castle says, I'm delivering in Villa Rica in the morning. Wes says, the issues with all the deadhead miles, I don't get paid for having to do trailer hunts, returning broken down trailer. I don't even factor in that equation. Costco is the best among food warehouses, smooth delivery process here at Swift. I don't even think you need bills to make the delivery. That's right. I've done several of those Costco deals before, and they're easy. Jason B., I'm new here and doing lease purchase through Swift. Thanks. Yeah, subscribe. We try to do a show every Saturday night at 7 Eastern. We're doing it Sunday because of the truck show this week. I try to do 1 or 2 lives during the week too. I'm trying to get Michelle to come on Wednesday. We'll see how things go. Just keep an eye on the post, guys. So Casman wants to know why you're doing trailer hunts. You book a load, and the planners will give you a solution on your way to pick up. Doesn't always work out that way, Casman. We've all experienced. Even the executives in their live that they did a few weeks back talked about they sold like 10 to 15,000 trailers last year because the market was up on trailers, and they're slowly but surely, buying 500 to 1,000 at a time to replace what they sold with the money they made off of them. We're short trailers, guys. That's just that's the way it happens every so often. Pumpkin doesn't pay for the trailer searches, etc. But if you have a good relationship with BOA, they will throw in a VNU, vehicle not used, to keep it all good. Yeah, we don't have a VNU for our shit, and I think that was something that was overlooked. And honestly, I haven't had the need for a VNU. I've not had a cancel. What it is, you guys don't know, but VNU is like cancellation, more or less.
Yeah, basically like truck order not used, something like that.
Yeah, truck order not used. Trailer solution isn't always valid. I had to go to multiple places. I ended up driving 150 miles to find an empty trailer, and they don't pay you for the miles you have to get to pay empty. Yeah, I always ask for a trailer solution unless I'm in Lancaster. I live about 2 to 3 hour honey hose where I can get empties. In fact, they cleared out a bunch of the trailers here in Lancaster. Yeah, a lot of the trailers are sold. I got 1 or 2 honey hose too in the Florida area where I can go and get trailers also. And that was a 200-mile load. By the time I factored in the empty miles, it paid less than if I was getting paid for mileage. So I'm curious, Wes, are you staying? I can't remember if you're with Amanda or Elmer. Which one are you with? And are you moving?
I was gonna say I would talk to my DM and figure out about getting some money. That's what I would do.
James, I just sent you the link. You can come in anytime you want to, bud. Kyle McKee, hey, buddy. Hey, James, I have started the process to onboard Swift. I don't know if Michelle told you. I use user referral. No, she hasn't told me, but you did in your comment, and I thanked you, and I'm thanking you again. I appreciate it, and keep me in touch and let me know through your process when you come aboard, and I help you with everything I can, brother, just like I told you I would. Joe Trey says it's a good move. Kyle, and another thing too, if you want, you can give me a ring tomorrow. I'm gonna be driving pretty much most of the day, and we can talk, and I'll give you a couple secrets on how you can do certain things. Burnout Spot says howdy. Flying Patty says that's where experience can help you, as you know where to grab a trailer and save yourself. Yep, absolutely. So I got a place. So I made it very perfectly clear. I don't I usually don't take loads out of Florida. Now on the dollar rate, I will because it makes sense. But when you do the percentage, it does. To me, it just doesn't make sense to take a load that pays you barely $1 a mile, if that, to go to Southern Georgia, South Carolina, or something like that, and then hope that that load doesn't get screwed up, or you have a flat tire, or whatever the situation is. Every time I take a Florida load, something always gets messed up, and I would rather just deadhead to South Carolina, Georgia, or something like usually Georgia, and take a load up there that pays twice the amount of money, and go to one of my little honey holes and get a trailer on the way up. Wes says they switched me over to Amanda, and so far she's been easier to communicate than with Elmer. And according to both Elmer and Amanda, when you're a percentage, they don't give you any extra money for anything. That is correct. So you're the only person that has told me that Amanda is easier to work with, but that's okay. So Alan is on the phone with his wife, so he'll be indisposed of for a little bit of the night now.
Hey, on the group chat, I don't know if you got it or not, but Shannon's asking for the link to the channel, or to get in.
Shannon McCord?
Yeah, he's got his phone number on here, the 661 number.
Hang on.
661 area code. I guess his last name is Lake. Shannon Lake.
Oh, Shannon Lake. Okay. There. Tell him I just sent it to him. No, I don't. I'm not in those. Not in those chats. Are you guys still in the chat that the Swift people used?
No, this is a chat that this is our chat. Yeah,
I understand, but are any of you guys still in the one with Swift that Sue sent out from Ocala, where it's like 400 people in it?
No, I've never been in that one.
I logged out of that one immediately.
I say I've never been in that one.
We're going to get a text every 3 minutes, if not more. Oh, man. Guys, we got 47 people in here right now just listening to us. Oh, God. Here's Stephen Nichols. He wants to come in, too, I bet. Hey, bro, you going to go live? We have been for an hour and 18 minutes.
Is that the 251 area code?
That's so funny. I begged you guys to come on the lives, and now all of a sudden everybody wants to come on the lives.
There's Shannon.
Turn your phone sideways there, Shannon. Oh, man, I got a bunch of comments here. Hang on, let me get these comments. I didn't see them pop up. I have to get low to Phoenix. Haven't been to that terminal in a while. Yeah, I've been wanting to also. I haven't been to Phoenix in a while. All right, Kyle, give me a call, buddy. I got a lot of little secrets to tell you. I didn't say she was easier to work with. I said she was easier to communicate with. Elmer would take like forever to get in touch with Amanda. She responds pretty quickly. Take forever to get in touch with Amanda. She responds pretty quickly. You mean it would take longer to get in touch with Elmer then? Okay. Yeah, problem is getting in touch with Elmer. Everybody likes Elmer, and they want to bullshit with him on the phone all the time. I talked to him in Lancaster, LOL. Shannon Lake, yeah. I didn't get the link, James. I sent it to you, James, so I'll send it to you again, man. I need to leave that group. I had to put it on mute. Yeah, me too. James, I'm going to send it to you again, brother. Pay attention.
Give me a text message.
Yep, it's a text message. You know what, James? I guess I didn't send it to you. I apologize. I thought I did. No? Oh, you know what? It didn't. There it is. Now you got it, James. It didn't go through for some reason. I had it there sent, but it just didn't go through. They don't even be talking truck. Yeah, you know what? I'm not into that. I don't like them big text groups. I had a long conversation with Shannon Lancaster. Shannon, you had a long talk with Caslin, huh? Shannon?
Yeah.
You had a long talk with Caslin at Lancaster, huh?
A long talk with who?
Caslin. He said he had a long talk with you.
We trying to think because I talked to a couple guys, and we were talking a lot about the percentage, and he kind of convinced me, but and I'm listening to you guys. I think I'm gonna have to just stay where I'm at. This is too much. It's just too risky. I can't take the chance on all this fluctuation, and I need the money to be right.
You talking about staying on auto parts?
No, I'm not on auto. I'm OTR.
I got you. Hey, James and Steven, turn your phone sideways so you'll be even. There you are. James?
I think he's frozen.
He is. Turn your phone sideways, James. Okay. All right, so let's get back to the comments. Michael Shepard says, I've had both. Elmer is more hands-on than Amanda stands back a little bit more. Yeah. Oh. Of course, the wife is texting me, telling me I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. You didn't switch trucks yet, Shannon. You didn't switch trucks yet?
No, I still got some time to go.
Richard Whitaker says, I'll call you tomorrow with a few more questions. Have to take Mama out for supper. Have a good night. Oh, Anime Demon. Well, I'm in the process of getting me a Prime dock. So if CRSC don't work, then Swift is next. Okay. James, did we lose you again, brother? James? All right. James. Techno says, no freight coming out of Kansas. You say that every time you go home, brother. Find something from Oklahoma, man. Yeah. It's okay. Aslan puts me to sleep, too. Aslan puts him to sleep. All right, James, it ain't working out, brother. Techno Swift definitely has freight in Kansas, drop and hook, too.
I was going to say, you got the Edwardsville yard.
But that was gross 4,800 on the automotive side, and bring home was about $2,000 this week. First week on percentage, even doing the short hauls. I don't even think I'm going to gross 3,500. I know they have freight, but none of it's on the percentage. Well, that's why you got to call a planner and get them to get you something. He doesn't know me by Caslin, LOL. Okay. Oh, so Shannon, you don't know him by Caslin. That's why.
Oh, okay.
This. You met him in Lancaster. Okay, James Morris, does Swift offer health insurance to owner ops, or is it better to get your own? James Morris, you need to go back and watch some previous videos and some of the lives where I do with Steven. Steven gives you plenty of health insurance options and life insurance options that are going to be better than what you can get through Swift. You can get his phone number on all the description of all my videos. All right, everybody that's texting me right now, I'm doing a live show, and this includes you, darling, my wife. I love you with all my heart, but I can't concentrate doing a live show and answering texts at the same time. I appreciate you guys, I really do, but you know, I can't do a live show and concentrate on that too. I grossed $6,000 on percentage last week, and on my fourth day, no free for Kansas. So I know for a fact that we can grow 6 to 7K doing this percentage board if you do it right. I mean, shit, I grossed 5K in 4 days. And I'm going to gross probably about 4,500 this week, just running Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. So I know the money's there. Truckers Coach says, I see you got my boy Narc blocked. That doesn't go well. Ask me how I know. Well, number one, I don't think Narc has ever been on my show, and I don't have him blocked. So I don't know what you're talking about. If he is blocked, I apologize. I don't think he's ever been on the show, honestly. You were going to ask Michelle about switching. Wasn't sure if you did or didn't. Taslin, I don't know what we're talking about here. Switching what?
I think he's talking about Shannon switching trucks or something like that.
Oh, are you switching trucks, Shannon?
It's too early for me. Yeah, I'm on a short term, but I can't do anything till like August.
So Evans is in the house. Evening all. Glad to see everyone. So now we're up to 57, guys.
Wow. I think that's the most I've ever heard of.
Yep. Edwardsville might as well be Kansas City. Yep. Yeah, James, for whatever reason, your phone isn't coming in and not working. James Moore says, will do. Yeah, check into Steven's number, man. He's got a lot of great options. That's what the truck show was about this past weekend, too. Learning about insurance options. And also, Shannon, my boy Steven and his crew, they're going to start offering truck insurance, too, and also tax preparation, just to let you know.
Okay.
So we're going to be expanding into that.
It's good to hear.
How was Matt's? I caught the live from there. Matt's was fun. It was awesome, but at the same time, there was a lot of stupid drama going on. And nothing between any other YouTubers or anything like that. It's just a little bit of drama between the few of us. Dropping $800 to $900 a day on fuel, running the 1,200 mile a day team shuttle between Atlanta and Shreveport. Man, so that's a lot of fuel.
Yeah.
Shoot, Coach is here. Damn it, boy. Yeah, I'm sure that's not the real Truckers Coach. Welcome back, Truckers Coach. It's been a long time. That can't be the real Truckers Coach. There ain't no way. Well, I did not see those high-paying loads. Most of what I saw was $600-800 loads that had 4+ hours. Yeah,
well, I gotta tell you that you gotta really look early in the morning. That's when most of the loads populate. So you gotta make sure that you're on, probably, early in the morning, because otherwise they get snatched up too.
Well, I gotta tell you the truth. I don't know if that's a true statement or not, because I found loads at all hours of the day and night. I've been on the load board at 3 a.m., picked up a great load. I've been on the load board at noon, got a great load, and 6 a.m. got a great load. The load that I got coming out of New York that's replacing this one when I get up there, I got that load last night at like 7 p.m. before I even picked this load up. So I don't think there's any rhyme or reason when stuff pops up. Just my opinion. James, I don't know what the hell is going on. Yeah, it's old man phone, man. Hey, do yourself a favor, man. Go get you a jitterbug.
Well, his phone's doing what Jonah's phone
I know.
Tampa does once in a while. Freezes up.
Yeah, I asked Jonah which Dollar General he went and got his phone at. Maybe that's what you need to do.
Dollar General. Oh, wow.
Sorry, Jonah.
It must have a cord.
He's got a party line from the 80s, man.
Oh shit.
Man, there was a far Texas to Phoenix paying $2,000. Wish I could have taken it. I've seen I was looking at Texas earlier, and Guys, you guys that live in Texas, man, I don't know why you all would leave the state. I really don't. There's really good loads on there, $500 to $700 that are like 150 miles, 200 miles. That's what I would be doing all day long, especially if the dates matched up. I don't understand why people are so mixed on the percentage pay. I gross 3,900 on a bad week and still bringing home 23. Yeah, I think it's there too. I just gotta, like I said, my week was, I've only done it one complete week and a half week. So the half week I did really well. Last week wasn't good. I mean, I say wasn't good. I still brought 1,300 home, but I was trying to search for specific loads to get me to Florida and then to the truck show. This week, I'm only got 4 days to work with, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, because of the truck show. Let's find out what next week brings. And then I'll have a better idea, because I can't really judge it on the way I've been running. And mileage pay right now with the fuel surcharge is like $1.80 a mile. And once you factor in the empty miles, you come out ahead. I don't know, Wes. Maybe on your end, but I did less than 150 empty miles last week. What about you guys? Did you all do any empty miles?
Well, and I always make sure with the empty miles that it's added in and make sure it's over both. Sure. Makes it over $2. That's what I try to do. Yeah, that's what we do, Wes. We add the empty miles in. If it's not over $2 a mile, we don't do it. We don't take it. Right low. Because the thing is, if it don't do over $2 a mile, then why are we doing this? Why don't we just go back to the mileage rate?
Right.
Low like that. Trey says, well, it was paying $2,200. That's pretty good. How many miles was that one, Trey? That can't be too much. I haven't been leaving Texas, LOL, just going to Arkansas, Louisiana, like I'm on that Home Depot in Lubbock and going back to East Dallas. Okay. That's, and again, I told somebody the other day that was wanting to come over. I said, dude, you can stay in Texas probably. If anything, possibly hit the bordering states, and that's it. Eventually.
So maybe that's what I'll do. I'll head over to Texas for these next couple of weeks, because I'm headed to Tennessee. I'm headed to Tennessee hopefully tomorrow, and I got to make up some miles, man. It's been 2 bad weeks for me. Fuel kicked my butt last week.
You'll kick my ass last week too.
I'm gonna say you got to start spot fueling it when it gets to like Monday, Tuesday, so you don't pay too much to fuel.
He says, Joe Trey says the trip is about 50 miles, empty miles between both loads. That's pretty good. Then I wouldn't have done any loads this week, maybe one, because everywhere I was ending up, there wasn't anything by the time I got there.
Yeah.
So what you need to do in that case, Wes, and I'll bring this up because that was happening to me too in New York. I wasn't finding anything out. I had to just get out of New York. And once I got out of New York, I was fine. And even though I took this load to New York, I got lucky this time and got another load that's literally 150 miles away that I'm picking up, going to deadhead into Pennsylvania. And that one's going down to Alabama. And it's finally going to get me into the southeast where I want to start running. There's a shit ton of loads in the Alabama, Mississippi, and Georgia area, and Arkansas. Arkansas is really good, guys. If you haven't looked at that, I mean, those loads pay really well.
I'm gonna say, and also to back in on yours, James. Nick the other day came from home time, and he only got one that was like $1. I think you said it was like $1.70 a mile, but then he delivered in Ohio. Then from Ohio, he went somewhere and was getting $3,
yep,
$3 or a little over a mile. So that and it was deadhead was right, maybe like not even 50 miles. So right there, put him to where it was still put those together. He still got over $2.
Right, and that's okay too, because that's kind of what my thinking was with this next load, because it only pays me like $1.80.
Yep.
So once you put together, yeah, I'm going to put that together, and when I get down to Alabama, I'm going to find something that pays me a little bit more money and calculate that in a little bit better. Caslin says I deadheaded 200 miles to pick up the load, and it still paid $2.10 a mile. Yeah, that's kind of what I did all last week. I think my average, we figured it out earlier. What did I tell you my average was? Y'all remember?
It was like 2-something.
236. Well, 236.9 is what I did. So that's 237 a mile. That's what I averaged last week, guys, was 237 a mile. That's with deadhead and everything. I just got tagged with some fuel from the previous week. That's what hurt me. And I didn't expect that. So, well, and again, guys, I'm going to tell you, when you get tagged with that fuel from the previous week, when you go to these mom and pop truck stops, not the QTs and Circle Ks, but you get one off the beaten path. And I had one. I had that Indian reservation. I told you guys about it. I had to get fuel. I didn't have a choice. Plus, their fuel was literally 50 cents cheaper than anywhere else. I went ahead and filled up there in New York. And I got tagged with that because it took a week and a half for the fuel to show up on this this previous week. Now, that's how that happens. If you stick with the Circle Ks and the QTs and stuff like that, you're not going to get tagged like that. I knew that it was going to happen. I just didn't realize it was going to be like that. And I also thought it already came out. Did I read that comment? And $2 a mile is maybe 5% more than I would like to make on the mileage pay. It's not worth the effort, and I would do more miles on them. Yeah, well, and Wes, another thing you got to think about too. It's not all bad, and I understand your decision because it's easier for you and your brain and stuff. But the other thing you got to think of too is when you start running that 3,000 miles, you're going to get tagged with that excess mileage too at the end of the month. So if you run over 10,000 miles, you're going to get tagged with another couple $100. I mean, it's not like it's a whole lot of money, but we're all trying to stay under that 2,500 miles a week and make cash, more revenue than to worry about paying that and keeping the miles down on your truck if you plan on keeping it.
Now, how long has Wes been on the percentage load board?
Wes, I think he was only on it for about 2 or 3 weeks. I don't think he was on it long.
I'd go a little longer. I would keep trying it out for at least try it out for a little bit longer.
I agree with you into a sense, but with Wes, he really does need to go back to mileage. It probably wasn't a good thing for him.
Oh, okay.
And I thought that once you decided to go over, you got to stay on it for a year.
After April.
After April, okay.
You got like a 30-day little trial period or whatever.
Okay, I didn't know that.
There you go. Dion saying it right there. I've been saying for weeks, if your percentage, stay in Texas and Oklahoma. I agree, buddy. That's one of the reasons. Well, I'm not going to do it this week because I'm going to go home for Easter. But when I'm getting over to Texas. I'm going to run through Texas the whole lot.
Because I got my little thing I'm starting probably after Easter. I'm going to do a tractor supply to South Carolina, North Carolina, Georgia, Florida area, the top part of Florida. And then go and get a Chewy to go back to Mount Juliet, Tennessee, and then go do like a circle. That's gonna be my thing.
So Dion, when I get into Texas here in a couple of weeks, we'll have to go to Amarillo and go to the Big Texan and get some big steak, get some protein, buddy. I know you're a big protein guy. Let's do that, man. Get us some steak. Maybe we can get Jonah and Chris to go out there too.
Oh hell yeah!
Why don't we all just make a date and make an appointment and meet up?
Hey, Jonah and James, that would be our steak dinner that we missed.
There you go. You can hook that up, man. Maybe we can hook that up. Yeah. I'll make Steven pay for it. Down the street from the Lancaster yard, and then when I drop that in Lubbock, I have to run empty to Plainfield, and then that to east of Dallas, which is Garland. Okay. Castle says, Wes, it's not about the miles, it's about the rate. I see a lot of 250, 270 mile, and right now in Indiana, I saw a lot of $3 a mile loads in Indiana too. I came real close to Deadhead and up to like the Gary, Indiana area to take one of those $3. Was it Gary? No, it was Fort Wayne on the other side of the state. I was going to take one of those loads, just deadheaded up there. But when I did the deadhead miles and everything, it brought me right back down to like 210, and the other load was more better. So.
Yeah, I did a load in Ohio the other day, and for the truck show, it paid $3.36. It paid $3.36 a mile. That was with the deadhead, with like 70-mile deadhead.
Yeah, I was gonna say Ohio and Indiana have like the $3 ones sometimes a lot.
Yeah.
So Dion says, I have not ran 2,000 miles since on percentage and never brought home less than 2,400. Yeah, that's awesome.
You locked in.
James So says, I've been told that we don't get paid deadhead empty miles. No, you do not when you're on the percentage.
Yeah.
If you're in Tennessee, look for Weigel truck stops. It's 80 cents cheaper. Yeah, I did a Weigel the other night. I didn't realize they were that much cheaper. Okay, I'll look at that.
Definitely gonna do that.
Michael Pierre says, so Swift put you all on miles restriction. So basically, when you
got a new truck.
I don't know about the MRP trucks. Do they have that on you all too on the MRP trucks? John?
Nope.
Okay. So the MRP trucks don't have the mileage restriction. So you get 10,000 miles a month. If you go over it, it's like 7 cents a mile that you go over. It's just like leasing a car. They want their.
Is it really 7 cents? I thought it was a penny. I thought it was like a penny. Is it 7 cents?
No, it's like 7 cents a mile.
Wow.
What you guys
money go towards your balloon payment though at the end.
your balloon payment, your cash, it goes into your money.
Okay.
So if you buy the truck, it'll go towards your balloon payment. Yeah, Caslin, I was looking at that too. Georgia's definitely a hot spot also.
Oh, yep. Georgia, South Carolina.
Yep.
South Carolina hot spot too.
I'm gonna warn you guys. Y'all keep putting up these numbers on the positive side about the percentage board. Wes is gonna come back at you guys, man. And it's more about my mental health with my autism. It messes with me and prefers my structure of the mileage. So I didn't want to say it, so I let Wes say it on his own. He's doing what's right for him, just like all of us.
Yeah. We doing right for you. Yeah.
We all have our own little, and for him, it makes sense for him to do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wes,
it work good for you. It might not work good for me.
Yep. Wes, I apologize that we talked you into this because we honestly thought that it would work out. But, yeah, get back on the mileage, man. I think it will work off better for you. And I might be right behind you. We'll see. But right now, I'm geared towards it. I need to do 1 to 2 complete weeks of running the way that I want in the Southeast to get a good idea on it because I haven't to do that. Sam says, heck yeah, I just got done cooking pork chops and cod tonight. Man, that sounds great right now. Get me some fish. Oh, my God, that sounds so good.
I'm going to say anything around Atlanta, like Georgia, that's a hot spot, yes.
Beer Gut Boomer says Georgia is booming. All the freight is booming right now. The tax returns are higher this year due to the change in standing withholdings. Big LTL where I work is getting $8,000 to $10,000 more shipments a day. Yeah, I think freight's booming, guys. I think it's just going to keep going up. We just got to get this fuel shit under control. We get this fuel back down to $3 a gallon.
Yeah.
$3 a gallon would be great, but $3 would be even better. Obviously, we can get the fuel down. Guys, I'm telling you guys, we're in the right position. We're going to be making some serious cash if we can get the fuel down, because we don't have all the other fees that a lot of other carriers have, and that's what a lot of these people don't understand. We don't have trailer rentals. We don't pay for plates, permits, all the above. We don't pay for tolls. That's a big one, especially a carrier like F2F or one of the other carriers. Schneider. I'd get tagged with $800 in tolls for running up in Pennsylvania a month. And they would always come out the third week of the month. I'm like, what the hell, man? And you got to run in Pennsylvania with Schneider because that's where a lot of their freight comes from. The good stuff is anyways.
Wow.
Kind of a catch-22. You do get paid deadhead miles if you get the load from a planner. That is totally not right.
Nope.
You do not get deadhead miles.
Percentage.
Because I've looked at it on the because when I look at it, when I get it from a planner, it'll tell you the empty miles, but then when you look at your settlement, it says 0.
Yeah, you do not get paid, Dion. Don't fall for that because Michael Shelton fell for it and he didn't get paid. No, you don't even planned or percentage. Do you?
Yeah, you
know? You don't even planned or percentage.
You can get planned on percentage.
Yeah, you can get.
He's talking about planners planning you on percentage. Yeah.
You guys are getting some misconceptions here, and you're not getting true information. You do not get paid deadhead miles on percentage, and you can get planned by planners on the percentage. I've only taken one load from a planner, and it was actually a good load. I took it. You've taken it. I know Michael Shelton's taken quite a few of them. Wait, I thought you only get deadhead mile pay if you're dispatched. You do not get deadhead, period. It shows that you do, but when you get your settlement, it's not going to be on there, guys.
Yeah, 0.
Not
as far as percentage.
Percentage. There's only one exception to that. If you work something out with your driver leader or the planner promises to pay you something, and again, that has to be worked out originally, and make sure you get it written down or something. But no, they usually don't work that out. It's just like they can give you extra money for certain things here and there. They can give you extra money. They just have to show it another way.
Right.
That's the only exception. Michael Pierre says, LOL, so you all still at Swift if you on a miles restriction. Yeah, because and on percentage, we're never going to go over. And Michael, like we said, that money goes to your balloon payment at the end. It's not like they keep it.
I'm going to say, I've been here since November, and I haven't had a mile. I haven't gone over 10,000, honestly, because I haven't gotten a fee for it yet.
I did 3,900 miles one week, and I trained that one time. And I've only been charged one time, even training. That's why I quit training, because we never really got the miles that I wanted to. I got charged one time, and it was an extra $115 that month.
Oh,
that was it.
That's not, that ain't nothing really, you can't.
$15, that's all it was.
But you also got to think about, the money that you're making with it. How much money did you make with that $115? That's what I'm saying. That's the other thing too. Some people don't care about it.
It's not a restriction. It's 9 cents a mile for every mile over 10,000. It's more of a bonus if you're planning on taking the truck. Absolutely. Right. I think it's 7 cents. I don't know if it's 9 cents, but he might be right. It might be 9 cents, but I know it was like $120.
I got a question.
Yep.
I've also decided not to do the training. So should I have this camera removed and maybe switch my insurance over too?
Mm-hmm.
Save a couple bucks?
Give it a couple of weeks. I've got it. I'm going to have an insurance option here, hopefully in the next 2 weeks. Don't do anything yet. Just keep doing what you're doing, and I'm going to have an option for you because I'm going to be doing the same thing.
Okay. I had to get my windshield replaced last Friday, and I had them take my smart drive out because I don't use it anyway because I have SeBrite.
So, unknown butt munch. How long was it for you guys between applying to choosing truck and getting to work? I was 5 to 10 days. I mean, it's just about the drug test and the hair follicle test.
Week to 2 weeks. Yep.
Yeah, like a week.
Mine, I don't even think I was 9 days.
Yeah, if it's longer than 2 weeks, then it's too long. But usually it's shorter than that.
Yeah.
Wes says, if it paid significantly more, I would probably have done it, but it's not paying enough to make it worth it, and it's way more effort and disrupting scheduling than I thought it would be. Well, and the other thing in your aspect too, Wes, I mean, being on the auto parts and doing what you were doing before, it's all drop and hook. That's the big thing. That's why you liked it. That's why I'm loving this dedicated, because I know exactly what I'm making and how many miles I drive. Okay. And again, you're not wrong, Evans. You're not wrong at all. Everybody has a reason of why they do it. And it's just, it's like what I say all the time. And, our boy TT says it all the time on his lives. We're all doing the same thing. We might just have different paths of doing it, whether we're doing it right, wrong, indifferent. We just have different ways. We have different opinions. And that, there's no reason to go after everybody, just like TT says all the time. Am I right, guys?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Don't use Swift's card for fuel, and you will make a lot. Absolutely, man. You'll make an extra $300 or $400 a week if you use an alternative fuel card. Beer Gut Boomer. They can ban exports of crude and refined oil with an executive order under the Defense Procurement Act if they would. Yeah, I know. Midwest is where it is with the Schneider currently. Yeah, I think Midwest is a little bit for everybody right now. Long story short, we keep more of our money here. I don't care about the guys that shame us with their gross numbers. Yeah, buddy, I couldn't. I mean, I agree with you 1,000%, Trey, and that's what I tell everybody. It's not about how much money you make; it's about how much you save and keep your money here. You are 1,000% right on that, and they can keep showing their gross numbers all the time, and I'll be more than happy to argue them all the time because I think we'll end up doing better. Beer Gut Boomer says, I am on set schedule also, Evans, 5 round trips per week to relay trailers near Shreveport, overnight stuff from Dallas to Atlanta. We meet a Dallas driver team run. Okay. Sometimes, sometimes schedules work out great for people. Well, if the Iranian army would let the oil tankers through the straits, then these fuel prices would go down. Yet Iran is playing stupid games right now. You say that, and I don't understand that because
I don't believe that.
we don't buy oil from Iran.
Yeah,
but
that oil we don't even touch, and what we currently have. This is all we're being robbed right now because somebody said we're going to war, and the prices went up instantly. That didn't affect our reserves immediately. That fuel that's already refined and ready to go is the same fuel that was there last year that was ready for us as of current. So right now they're gouging us, and Americans will not say, you know what, you're raising the price, we're not going to buy anything. If we said that we ain't buying it, then prices would drop like a rock and they stop playing the games. But guess what? Are we going to take that kind of stand? Probably not. So we got to go through this little gamut for them to release the pressure, keep feeding us and stuff about that straight. That oil, it has nothing to do with American refineries. And it has nothing to do with our current reserves that we currently have that are already available for us. Somebody was saying that they buy the fuel at some higher price and they pass on to us. Well, there's no way that price changed when just because we did this conflict. The price that they bought that fuel for, they already paid for. So that's my rant.
But I agree with you. Excuse me, man.
Yeah, they're taking advantage of us.
Tom said he got paid empty miles from New Mexico to El Paso. They said they pay me, and I made sure of it. Yeah. They worked something out with you beforehand. That's why.
They probably need an empty trailer. Probably need an empty trailer or something, probably.
Man. Trying to get a little bit of light here. Here we go. Scar's House says, explain the fuel a little bit better at one point. You said don't fill up where Swift tells you. Absolutely. Do not where Swift tells you because that only benefits Swift. That's where they get their highest discounts.
Yeah. You want to go to QT, Swift, Shell, Mama Pops,
Circle K, 1.9.
Oh, yeah.
You have Sinclair.
Not a 1.9.
No?
I did a 1.9 today.
I had a good price at a 1.9. I had to take advantage.
sometimes 1.9 do have lower prices. It's part of Pilot, but you do get some of them do have lower prices.
So Scar's House, House, call me, man, if you have questions about that. I'd be happy to talk about it with you. Oh, that's good. It pays off the balloon payment. We do over 300,000 pounds per year. Yep, it does pay off.
Wow.
Yes, save money with SeBrite. Caslin, I'm going to have a better option than SeBrite, man. Hang with me for a couple weeks. Let's see if I can make it happen. But right now, SeBrite's the way to go. Dion says it was my first load ever and taking it from a planter, but they definitely. The first couple of weeks that they did this, I think they were paying. Again, you guys got to understand the goalposts change all the time. I think they were paying dead miles the first couple of weeks, and then they decided they weren't going to. I'm going to be talking with Michelle on Monday to Tuesday. I guess it's easier for company guys. She told me just to pick out a truck.
That's pretty much it.
That's all you do. So I told Michelle that I would be interested in training considering what I used to do. So if I decide to train, I have to have an inward-facing camera. There is no inward-facing camera. There are outward-facing cameras. You got to have Swift's insurance, and you got to have an outward-facing camera. Kyle, give me a ring tomorrow. I'll explain all that stuff to you. You have to wait, I think, 30 days, and you got to have a perfect on time and perfect record for the 30 days to go into the training. Takes a little bit. Beer Gut Boomer says, y'all stay safe. Got to go. Dryer just finished with my clothes. Got to fold them and hit the sack. Yeah, we're going to be hitting the sack here soon, too. I'm running a little bit later than I wanted to tonight. But Wes says, but yeah, the one comment, I'm not sure if I typed it wrong, but I was saying you don't even get paid deadhead if you're dispatched by a prior percentage.
Right.
That's what we're talking about. Mm-hmm. Dion says percentage isn't for everyone. Percentage for the more want to feel like they have control of their schedule as an owner. Yep. I I got to, back to that comment, Dion. I felt that I had total control when I ran the auto parts. I had total control of what I was running because all I did was call Elmer and told him, what to give me. And honestly, I didn't really care where I went with the auto parts. But when I was ready to go home, I called him and I told him, hey, it's time to go home, buddy. And, I had a load that got me home pretty quickly. So if that means anything. Uh-oh, we lost Steven. Steven. And the interesting thing, I guess he got a phone call. For a minute. And
maybe not.
I don't know, man. Would be that once fuel prices go down to see how much the rates on the percentage goes down. Yeah, that would be interesting. What happened, man? Did you get a phone call? No sound?
He froze.
Hold on a minute. My truck
there you
took
go.
my
There you
my
go.
truck
We can hear you.
my truck took my iPad.
Oh.
Hey,
Yes.
can you go back to that previous one about the rates dropping? So I see. I think we got a multiple things going on because we're going to see better prices because we're going to be the legit truckers getting the loads that were previously going to the people that were technically, not supposed to be running the loads, right? So that shouldn't that balance out a little bit?
Well, I can tell you the very first load that I took was that load from Virginia, Williamsburg, Virginia. It was a Walmart load, dropping a hook on both ends, and it went up to Marcy, New York. It paid me like $12.51, something like that. I went back, took that hay load back down to Virginia, got the exact same load going back up to Marcy, New York, and it paid like another $47. I think it was $12.99, $48. And just in less than 3 days. So that load went up like $49 in 3 days. So I think the prices and just what you do is pick out a load that you see quite frequently on the load board and just see if it goes up in price, And I found 2 or 3 of them that, some of them were just $20 or $30, but some of them were, $50 or even $100. It just depends. Just pick out a couple loads and just kind of play with it and see, because I'm noticing that they're going up. Oh, man. I don't think everyone should be going to owner-operator and on percentage. It comes down to your situation. If you explain your situation, I can offer advice, but you are the boss of yourself. Absolutely. That's what I tell everybody, man. You do you and I do me, but I can tell you what I think. That man is absolutely right about the price of fuel.
Oh, yeah.
How much Shannon?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So, Dion's right on our side on that. And Kyle, we're not saying you're wrong by any means. This is just, what we think in our opinion. None of us are brilliant geniuses here. We're all dumb truck drivers. and I don't mean that in a derogatory way. None of us, and quite frankly, guys, none of us really know the truth about what goes on with all the shit. We're just assuming.
That part.
The government has been screwing us for years. We don't know the truth about anything or everything.
Right. We just got to balance real good and ride the wave.
We buy oil from Saudi Arabia and it has to go through the strait.
Yep.
Again, I just, I don't know, man. I don't know, Wes. Jordan B, 100% says Jordan B. 10-4, Puma got it right. Who's Puma? Oh, talking about you with your Puma shirt.
No, Puma.
Personally, I think Shannon's right, but again, I don't. None of us are Harvard scholars here or anything, man. We're just.
Hold on, let me get my Harvard scholar hat. Look.
Guys, once again, discussion, guys. None of us really know what's going on. It's not really lower at 1.9, but that is a long explanation. I'd like to hear that explanation sometime. I got fuel at a mom and pop today. Yeah, Trey, I don't know if you heard that or not, but be careful with them mom and pops, man. You might get hit with that fuel charge 2 or 3 weeks later.
Yeah.
We get oil from UAE and other countries in the Gulf, and that has to go through the Strait. That's being blocked by Iran now. And before this, we don't use the oil we produce. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know if I agree with it best.
They just need a drill, baby, drill in America. That's all I need to do.
466 better than 480, and then all that 490 craziness. Yeah.
I wish I could take a picture of the fuel where I'm at right now.
Where you at?
I'm in California. $7.35 a gallon.
Wow, no way. Yeah. I just paid $4.75 at QT in Ohio.
I can't wait to get back to where I see a QT.
Wow.
I can't wait.
I paid $5.09 this morning.
How often are you guys getting home? I'm used to going home on weekends and passing through the house for the night, and anytime passing through Greenville. So if you live in South Carolina, you need to ask Mr. Jonah up there because he lives in South Carolina. How often you go home, Jonah?
Sure, I'll stay out. It varies. I stay out like 2 to 3 weeks, but usually on the average about 3 weeks before I go home, and then I go home for a few days, then back on the road.
Yeah.
But if he's in Greenville, he's by Greer, so he can always take his truck to the Greer
Truck,
terminal and go home. Yeah.
Just like I tell guys all the time, you can go home every single day if you can make it work, and you're okay with the money. You go home.
Right.
You go home. It's all about you and what money you need to make. Some of us have goals and things that we want to hit, numbers we want to hit. I mean, can you go home every single weekend and make $1,000, $1,500? Probably, but none of us want to make that kind of money. Most of us want to make $2,000 to $3,000 or even more. So we choose to stay out a little bit longer.
Well, I know me and my wife, we made an agreement, and my goal is to stay out until mid-May, because I got to figure a way of getting some things stacking. That's the plan. Got to get some stuff stacked, and now we can start with a little system of like maybe run hard 21 days, and then find my way home. Because ain't no money at home, so ain't no need for me to be at home. So that's not my approach.
I got 2 obligations coming up. I've got Easter coming up, and then in the end of April, I've got to be home for a whole week. And then after that, summertime, I'm staying out. I'm running.
Rock and roll, yeah, rock and roll, boy. Good weather, let's go.
It's a market-based system, and people don't really understand how that works. Yep. It's kind of like ups and downs or what, but means and demands and what's that? What's that? I'm trying to think of, Shannon. Needs and demands. I'll think of
supply and demand.
Supply and demand. That's what it is. It's all about supply and demand, market based. Well, I was more referring to supposedly they're calculating a fuel surcharge in with the rate. So once the fuel prices go down, it'll be interesting to see how much of that rate was surcharged.
Now, that's interesting because I got cracked on the fuel, but in turn, I got like 70 cents, 69 or 70 cents on the surcharge for almost 1,800 miles. So where I got cracked, they practically paid me back for what I did spend in fuel. So I found that very interesting, like what he's speaking about as far as the higher the price of the fuel, we're getting a really good surcharge in return for that. So I can see where he's saying that it possibly would. Now, the surcharge would probably go lower. I think that's what he's saying.
Maybe.
Yeah, if it goes lower, with the percentage rate go down. Yeah.
Yeah, if the price of fuel goes down.
Yep. Now do you okay, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Now, do you get the West Coast fuel charge or surcharge over that 10 cents or whatever?
Well, I think that's while I'm out here, and I'm doing my best. I got a little bit of fuel, and we're gonna see how well this Kenworth do to get me close to the state line. Because I really want to avoid buying any more fuel while Shannon, I'm out here.
37,000 in the box. I did 11.4 miles a gallon today, running through Kentucky into Cincinnati and in through Ohio. So a little bit of hills, not a whole lot. Then into Ohio, 11.4 miles a gallon.
How was your way? Came through Cincinnati this morning.
Huh?
I said, I think everybody came through Cincinnati this morning.
How was your weight, James?
Oh,
The weight on the trailer?
Yeah, what were you? How much were you weighing when you got that mileage?
37 in the box, 37,000.
37, and I'm almost max. I'm like at 39, I think.
Well, I can tell you guys right now, I know somebody we don't know where they're at. We don't know if they went through Cincinnati or not because they pulled themselves off of the 360 app.
That's good too.
so also, Shannon, you also got to watch your IFTA since you're out that way. Your IFTA is going to be higher too. That's the one thing that's the only thing with the West Coast.
Right. That's why. And for me, I know it's probably a question saying, well, why are you on the West Coast? Well, I'm from California, so in essence, I have to kind of eat, chew on this a little bit because my mom is here. I got family here, grandkids here. So in that aspect, it don't really matter. It's the fact that I'm able to slide into the state. Hey, I'll do my reset and have other plans other than just taking loads, up and down the 5 or anything like that. But once the visit is over, I exit out pretty quick.
So let me get caught up on these comments. I got a bunch of them. We only get 20% of the oil that comes through the Strait. Trump said it himself. Believe me, brother, you know what I used to do. Yep, I have been screwed by the government twice in my career, and I'm no Epstein as well. Yeah, I remember what you did. Yeah. Oil is price is a global product set by the global stage. Just because we produce oil, don't make it cheaper. Yep, it is a global stage. You're right. I paid $4.19 in Nebraska. That's actually pretty damn good. $4.19.
Where? Where?
Where in Nebraska?
Give that address. Yeah, $4.19.
SWIP just dropped a hell of loads on the load board here in Texas. Yeah, I was looking at that earlier, man. They did put a bunch on there. Y'all going to California when you know fuel price is very high there? Well, the pay's good. That's why you do it. Plus, they give us a little bit more money on that too. Yeah, as much as I am in Texas, I'm thinking of moving there. Yep. Daddy needs new astrophotography equipment. That stuff is expensive. I got to make that money. Okay.
There you go.
Yeah. I'm semi-retired, yet I'm divorced. I have a small pension, but guess who got the other half? So that's why I'm working again. Yeah, absolutely. You'll enjoy doing this much better than the other shit, I can promise you. If you want to know how fuel prices work, go watch some videos on futures market, and that will explain why fuel jumps like it does, okay? Michael, there's a load weighing 40,000 pounds coming out of Texas going to California for less than 2,000.
That's heavy.
Well, it's going to not be worth it.
Now,
you calculate the IFTA in California, you end up paying it anyways, even if you were to buy the fuel in Nevada before going into California. And Psalm says, I never see good paying loads. I've never seen good paying loads there either, honestly.
man, I struck a fire, didn't I?
Well, usually, if you look at them, anything over like 1,000 miles, you're not going to get $2 a mile. You're going to get less than $2. So, the shorter ones you're going to get the most money out of.
And what you want to do is you want to limp out. I got lucky and hit a load going out of Riverside going to Tennessee. There was no way I wasn't going to take that because I am trying to get back by the house. So I like, hey, from Tennessee, I'm gonna try and drop down into Florida. So that was an interesting run because coming out of Cali, you probably want to try and get something going into Phoenix. Now to Phoenix, okay, spread your wings, left, right, up, down.
So there you go. There's the address of the cheap fuel in Nebraska. Jonah's on his way.
Right.
And that other person is going to be right behind him. I don't even want to mention the other person's name.
Oh, but it's blocked on my phone.
Huh?
I said I'm about to block the other person. I was probably didn't call you.
Jonah, I don't think you're going to have to. I don't think any of us are going to have to do that. I really don't.
No,
No,
from what I
she-
told him yesterday, I don't think she's gonna call nobody. I don't think he's gonna call nobody.
I don't. I think she wants nothing to do with any of us any longer.
Yeah.
no, she's blown up my phone already.
Has
Oh.
she really?
Yes, a couple times
No,
already.
she'll talk to you. She'll probably talk to you. I know she ain't gonna talk to me.
Now?
She ain't gonna talk to me.
When did she do it, Chris? Right now or earlier?
Yeah, right now. She
We're
texted me
talking about her.
Yeah.
She thought I was playing. Y'all thought I was playing yesterday.
We love you. Ain't nothing wrong there. Ain't that right, Chris?
Chris thought I was playing. Chris looking at me all crazy yesterday. I was like, look, get up and leave.
Well, in so many words, that person did it to themselves, man.
Yeah.
And Chris, you're too nice.
Oh, I'm not responding back to her. Not right now.
$4.22 a gallon in Grafton, Ohio, Circle K. Where in the hell is Grafton, Ohio?
How's it $4.22 when I paid $4.75 in Dayton today?
Going to be stuck in a ditch like a Dollar General driver's bee. Well, we need to find out if fuel is going to go down. Let's see who else is still live. I'm curious. Here we are at 2 hours, and we're still live.
I'm about to go to bed in a minute.
Yeah, we got 37 people still in the house. I'm getting ready to go off, too. Well, this person's not live anymore. That person's not live anymore. And that person's not live anymore. So we outlived everybody's lives, guy. All 4 people that I was talking about, we outlived all their lives. You use Swift's cards, LOL. Great thoughts, Puma, says Dion. By the way, Dion's a cool guy, man. You honestly, Shannon, you and him ought to hook up because you guys run the same type of areas out there, California, Arizona, Texas. You guys run the same shit, and you guys have a lot of the same ideas and philosophies. You ought to look him up. He's on the 360 app, by the way.
Okay, appreciate it. Appreciate you, man.
Driven app and Fuel Book are your friends.
Yep.
Fuel Book is an absolute friend.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just as long as you don't get a ghost gas station. Sometimes I get ghost stations, and that's not fun. I forgot even have a Swift card, LOL. I use it at the terminals, but I haven't got to a terminal in months. Yeah. I need to look into that, West.
Yeah, the Fuel Book is an app. Yeah.
Well, the Driven app is just the ComData app is all that. Fuel Book is a great one. I thought you knew about Fuel Book, Trey. But if you're doing ES Advantage, Fuel Book ain't going to do you any good anyways. You can still compare, but you're still going to be better with ES. Well, I'm heading out, guys. Everyone be safe. I'll call you tomorrow, bro. Yeah, absolutely, Cal. Give me a ring, man. We'll talk. Oh, not Fuel Book. Well, Driven app is the ComData app. I hear ocean waves in the background.
I got my window open, but the truck's running, but I don't have.
I got my truck running.
Yeah.
10-4 Wex app is great. You should look into it.
Wex.
That's
Oh,
another
yeah.
fuel card. They were at the truck show.
I don't know here in Texas. I don't see the advantage in ES Advantage. Yeah, I agree with you. ES Advantage, it doesn't work in all the areas, but I mean, if you use it in the Midwest and Northeast, it works really well.
I just use the ComData card at like QTs and Circle Ks.
The stations in Fuel Book that are Go stations actually exist is just because their location in the app is wrong. Now, I'm not going to take time to go looking for them.
Right.
Wex for EFS cards, right? Yep, Wex is for the EFS card. All right, guys, what do y'all think? Y'all want to cut it off here in a couple minutes?
Yeah.
All right, guys, you got any more comments? Post them up. We'll read all the comments. But in the meantime, any of you guys got any final thoughts or comments? Feel free. Start with you, Chris. Just word around.
Like, comment, subscribe. Missed
Oh,
y'all at the truck show that didn't show up. So it was a nice time.
Okay, Jonah, you got anything, brother?
Nah, the truck show was good though.
Yeah, it was a good show. Who did we lose?
Wes.
Steve. He just jumps out without even saying
Or not
bye.
Wes, it was Steven, yeah.
Steve.
Jesus, Steven. Shannon, you got anything, brother?
Nothing. Just you guys have a good week. Stay safe out there. Keep your head on a swivel, and don't take no wooden nickels.
All right, guys. Yeah, it's the same thing. Let me read these last few comments. Evans, I sent you the link. I'll send it to you again, but you have 24 hours to join it if you want to go on. If you wait more than a day, it doesn't work. So you got to join it right away. Sometimes that fuel book prices are wrong, so I looked them up in fuel book, confirmed the rate is in driven. $4.19 a gallon in water fill at the Speedway. Okay. There's Virgil Smith. You're going to have to catch a replay, Virgil. Glad to have you in, though. Thank you. Reefer will go off if it goes to percentage at Swift. Yeah, probably. I'm about to go look for a load and close out my week. Yeah, that's what I'm going to try and do, too. There's only one way to peace. That's to walk with the Prince of Peace. Yeah, absolutely.
Amen.
Yep.
Jesus Christ in there. I'm making $5,000 per week. Good deal, Michael. Good deal. And Dave Ramsey, LOL. Absolutely. All right, fellas. Like, comment, subscribe, just like my boy Chris said. Please do. If you're not subscribed, please do ring the bell so you can get notifications, so you know when the lives are going. And as always, man, we appreciate listening to you guys. Make me appreciate my company more. Okay, well, we're glad you're happy, brother. We really are. I don't know why you would want to put shade on us. We're pretty happy. Hey, don't put any shade on us, man. Shannon, you're happy, ain't you? Jonah?
Yeah.
Chris? The only thing Jonah's mad with the drama from the weekend. The phone still getting blown up, Chris?
No. Not. It's been a while.
I'm sorry I gave her the number. I'm sorry. All right, guys. Y'all have a good night, man. Thanks for coming in. We appreciate it. All you listeners, thanks for coming in. Have a great night.
Peace.
Bye.